Ladies and gents, welcome back to the Triple Play Fantasy YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jacob Dunn, and where are my Week 24 peeps at? All right, you all are a brave bunch. I thought Week 23 was tough with all the injuries and rest, but now we need to navigate through the last week of the NBA season. Whew, let's do this. Today, I'm going to go over everything you need to know for Week 24, including teams who play 4 times and 3 times, as well as give you widely available players to stream in both shallow and deep leagues. And lastly, I'll go over teams who play back-to-backs in Week 24 so we can maximize your moves. So without further ado, let's dive in. For the past few strategy videos, I've given you streamers based on the teams playing 4+ games. But since this week is so random and sure to be full of DNPs, I'm going to give you my favorite overall streamers, whether they play 3 or 4 games. While quantity is nice, don't overlook quality. But here are the teams playing 4 times. The rest of the teams not shown here play 3 games. Thankfully, there are no teams playing 2 games. Saying all that, I have 10 elite streaming options plus 6 deep league streaming options for you to consider. And first up, we got Tyus Jones. The 25-year-old has been phenomenal since taking over as a starting point guard in Memphis for the injured Ja Morant, averaging 14.2 points, 7.3 dimes, 3.3 rebounds, 2.2 threes, and 1 steal over the past 6 games. As long as Morant is out, Tyus is going to feast. Next, we got Brandon Williams. While the undrafted rookie has had some struggles, he's been excellent over the past 3 games, averaging 16.7 points, 10 dimes, 3.3 boards, 2.7 threes, and 2 steals. He has started all but 1 game over the past 13 contests and should continue receiving heavy minutes for the tanking Blazers rest of season. And next, we got Isaiah Roby. The 24-year-old has strung together 4 elite games in a row, averaging 19.3 points, 7.8 boards, 3.3 dimes, 1.8 threes, 1.8 blocks, and 1 steal, while shooting over 60% from the field. Roby is a rest of season stud for a Thunder team playing for lottery balls. And next we got DeAnthony Melton. The 23-year-old is another Grizzly taking full advantage of Ja's absence. The former USC Trojan has scored in double figures over his past 6 games, averaging 19.8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 3-pointers, 1.3 assists, and 0.7 steals, while shooting over 58% from the field during that span. Melton is scorching hot and shouldn't be on anyone's waiver wire. Next, we got Theo Maledon. The 20-year-old has been lighting it up over the past 4 games in place of the injured Trey Mann, averaging 21.5 points, 5.5 assists, 5.5 rebounds, 2.3 threes, and 1 steal, while shooting over 52% from the field during that span. The French point guard has the keys to the Thunder offense as long as Trey Mann is out for the tanking Thunder. And next we got Tomas Satoransky. The 30-year-old has been supplying serviceable numbers since entering the starting lineup, averaging 4.5 points, 9 assists, and 1 steal over the past 4 games. Now, he did put up a donut in the scoring department his last time out against Orlando, but he made up for it by posting a non-traditional double-double with 13 dimes and 10 boards. He's not going to score a ton, but he will provide consistent assists along with low-end rebounds and steals. And next we got Deni Avdija. The 21-year-old has been the model of consistency over the past 10 games, averaging 12.9 points, 6.3 rebounds, 3.3 dimes, 1.6 threes, and 1 stock coming off the bench during that span. Kyle Kuzma keeps missing games, which has opened up more opportunities for Avdija to showcase his talents. Stream Avdija for his extremely safe floor. And next we got Goga Bitadze. The 22-year-old is the de facto starting center for Indiana and is averaging 16.7 points, 6.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.3 blocks, 1.2 steals, and 1.2 threes over his past 6 games. He did miss 1 game recently due to foot soreness, so be mindful of that moving forward. But with the Pacers only playing 3 games next week, there's a good chance he plays in all those games. So give him a look, as he is posting elite numbers across the board. And next we got Immanuel Quickley. The 22-year-old keeps producing, averaging 15 points, 4.7 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 2 3-pointers, and 0.8 steals in 25.5 minutes off the bench over the past 19 games. The former Kentucky Wildcat has been a consistent force off the bench for New York and should be streamed if you need points, rebounds, assists, and 3-pointers, along with some steals sprinkled in. And last up on my shallow league streamer list is Trey Lyles. Talk about consistency. The 26-year-old has been super steady over his last 10 games, averaging 13.5 points, 8.2 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 1.5 threes, and 1 stock during that span. The former Kentucky Wildcat should post consistent points and rebounds with decent assists and 3-pointers the rest of the way. And moving on to our deep league streamers, we have Kris Dunn headlining this list, as he's been a thief on the court this season, averaging 1.9 steals over his past 10 games. Add the 28-year-old for consistent steals and assists, along with decent rebounds. Justin Anderson has started the past 6 games for Indiana due to a myriad of injuries, and the 28-year-old has delivered, averaging 12.2 points, 5.7 boards, 3.5 dimes, 1.8 threes, and 1 steal during that span. Josh Christopher has also been taking advantage of multiple Houston Rocket injuries, averaging 11.4 points, 3.6 boards, 3.4 dimes, and 2 steals in 22.1 minutes over the past 5 games. CJ Elleby is starting and playing heavy minutes for Portland, averaging 10 points, 7.5 boards, 3.3 dimes, 1.3 threes, with a stock over the past 4 games. Damian Jones has been starting in place of the injured Sabonis, averaging 12.5 points, 6.5 boards, 1.5 steals, 1 block, and 1 assist in 26.1 minutes over the past 4 games. And lastly, we got Corey Kispert, who has been averaging a whopping 36.9 minutes for the Wiz over the past 3 games, averaging 15.3 points, 3 threes, along with 1.7 boards, 1.7 assists, and 0.7 steals during that span. The 23-year-old isn't guaranteed to provide consistent stats, but as long as he's playing 35 plus minutes a night, there's enough upside to take a shot on the rookie for threes and points while chipping in with rebounds, assists, and steals. And lastly, here are the teams with back-to-backs next week. As you can see, we have no back-to-backs Monday and Tuesday since there are no games being played on Monday. But then we have a stacked Tuesday, Wednesday with the Hawks, Nets, Bulls, Thunder, Suns, Jazz, and Wizards, followed by just the Celtics Wednesday, Thursday. And then Thursday, Friday, we have another stacked lineup with Hornets, Lakers, Bucks, Blazers, and Raptors, followed by a donut on Friday and Saturday. So keep that in mind. And then on Saturday, Sunday, we finish strong with the Grizzlies, Pelicans, Sixers, Spurs, Warriors, Pacers, Clippers, and Kings. So make sure to take a screenshot of this page and let's maximize those moves so you can get the most out of every day. And thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed today's content, subscribe to the channel, and comment below if you're rolling with any of my streamers. All right, you can find me on Twitter at AintDoneYet, and Dunn is spelled D-U-N-N-E. And before you go, here is a word from our sponsor, OddsJam.
This video is being sponsored by OddsJam. OddsJam is an innovative solution designed to identify odds that make you the winner every single time. They have the fastest real-time data to spot discrepancies between different sports books and help users place risk-free bets. Profits average 3% every day, which adds up to big earnings. So how does OddsJam work? Well, OddsJam processes the odds over 1 million odds a minute to find the selected few profitable betting opportunities. You as the user will then receive notifications of these opportunities in real time. Finally, you'll place your bets on multiple sports books to cover all possible outcomes. That way, no matter who wins, you do. And so, how are you ready to experience the risk-free profits for yourself? Well, what you can do is you can go to oddsjam.com, and if you use referral code TriplePlay, you'll be able to get a 7-day free trial to access this stuff for yourself. So make sure you check them out today.
God bless, and let's dominate week 24 together. All right? Cheers.